Hello everyone. So we are back. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go over how to go ahead and how to do a histogram. The histogram is a little bit different because we have to do a little bit more setup to actually get our histogram going. Again, I am on a PC. I have the downloaded version of Excel, which you can go ahead and you can get from the library. If you have a Mac or if you do not have this version of Microsoft, where the buttons are might be a little bit different. Okay, so first things first, we are going to go ahead and we're going to make a histogram. In my case, I'm going to do the length of a pellet. You all will be required to go ahead and to do a slightly different graph, so please make sure you go back to your lab manual and you know exactly what information you are binning. Okay, so in this example, I am going to go ahead, I'm looking at my length in millimeters of these pellets, so I have this data that I'm going to be working with. In order to make bins, I can go ahead and I can separate my data how I want. You can count by twos, you can count by threes, you can count by fives. I tried to do it by fives, but there's just too few bins, so I'm doing mine by threes. Again, it will depend on your data and the amount of data you have. As you will notice, I only have 8 pellets, so I have a little bit less than what most people would end up with their data. So what I'm going to do is my first thing is to go ahead and to create bins. You'll see that my upper end of this data is about 59. My lower end is about 40. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start from there. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bin it out. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to go by 3. So my first one is 40 to 43, 44 to 46, 47 to 49, 50 to 53, 54 to 56, and 57 to 59. So I have those on there. So this is my my length in millimeters. Right, then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put my pellets. So I'm going to have to go ahead, I'm going to count, okay, how many pellets fall under this measurement. So I go ahead and go look back through my data and I see that I have this, and that pellet do fall into the 40 to 43 range. Actually, I have this pellet too. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pellets that kind of fall into that range. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go there. 44 to 46, I don't have any that are there. 47 to 49, I don't have any there. 50 to 53, I'm sorry, that's a typo. So 50 to 53, I got 1. Then my next one is 54 to 56, I have 2. And then 57 to 59, which I got that 1 that's there. So this is what I have for my data. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this into a histogram. I can go ahead and I can easily highlight this and I can go ahead and you can do it as a bar, which does work. Or you can go ahead and you can use that histogram function. But you'll notice that there is a lot more editing that needs to be done if you go ahead and if you do like a histogram. You'll notice that it does exclude the zeros that are in the middle. So that's why I tell people who are kind of just starting out, consider using the bar graph, and then you can kind of go ahead and you can kind of cluster, you can edit this a little bit more so that you have what you need on here. So we're going to scroll down. Oh no. And we are going to go through this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to edit my data actually because I am noticing that there is something wrong with my data. So I'm going to select my data. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to edit this so that I have these on here, and I'm going to actually have to go ahead and I'm going to have to edit my values. so that I include everything. I was missing one. There it is. Okay, so I have this that goes ahead and that makes sense on here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to look at all of these things, and I would go ahead and I'm going to retitle this. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to say that this is my length of pellets, and I can go ahead and I can edit what I have on here. I'm going to add some axes titles. I'm going to be specific about what I have on the horizontal and vertical. So this is going to be and then I'm going to add my units in millimeters, and then oopsies. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add this axis title. I'm going to go vertical, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to this is number of pellets that I have on here. So with that, I have a very simple histogram. And again, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write figure 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to describe what I have in figure 2. So I would go ahead and I would talk about like, okay, in figure 2, I have my length of pellets for the southwest owls, and you can go ahead and you can kind of go from there. So with that, that is how you go ahead and how you create your histogram, again, on Microsoft.